Just a few months ago, I went to go visit my cousins in Los Angeles to celebrate Thanksgiving with them. I had lots of fun with my cousins because they know all the best places to visit in Los Angeles since they've been living there their whole lives. One of my favorite stops we made was a two-story Barnes& and Noble store. I loved how big their selection was and how much cooler their Barnes& and Noble was compared to the one we had back in Stockton. I remember catching my older cousin stare and look at all the fun board games they had to offer without actually having any intention to buy any. At this point, I asked her, "Why don't you buy a game or two? We can go and play them when we get back home." And she said, "I'm on a teacher's salary. I can't really afford games like that." In a joking manner, of course, but it did get me wondering, how much does a fully educated teacher actually make? Well, according to the California Teachers Association, 1 in 5 teachers need a job to sustain their lifestyles, which, according to the California Department of Education, is 63,800 teachers. This is why we need to find a way to be able to pay teachers a higher wage, especially considering the importance of their jobs. Today, we will cover how much a teacher makes, the effects this has on a teacher's lives, and how focusing more tax money into teacher wages may actually be able to fix it. We have a serious problem. Our California high school teachers are being cruelly underpaid, even though it usually takes 4 years to be able to work as a teacher. Let's take a look at how much the average California teacher makes. Well, according to salary.com's website, which was last updated on February 28th of 2023, the average high school teacher makes $67,000 a year, with some entry level teachers making $39,000 a year. Although 67 grand may not sound too bad, we also need to factor the amount of work they do. Teachers work on and off the clock. Some examples of them working off the clock include tutoring, grading, and reading papers and essays. And with it all, including teachers with master status tend to make less than people that are going into a different entry level career job. According to the board teachers website, which was last updated on March of 2022, the average teacher brings an additional 2 to 3 hours of work home at the end of each school week. Now that we covered how much a teacher makes, let's understand how this can affect a teacher's life. School teachers' lives are being affected in ways we don't even think of. According to the California Teachers Association website, which was last accessed on February 28th of 2023, 1 in 5 teachers work a second job to make ends meet. As a result, as teachers, their results as mentors and as actual educators suffer because they aren't able to focus as much time into their work and personal lives. Teachers are people too, and some people have families to feed. With the limited benefits that come with the job, it makes it difficult to be the sole provider of a bigger household, like, let's say, a family of four. Teachers have to pay dental and healthcare insurance because they aren't provided those benefits by their jobs, which for a hypothetical family of four is a lot of money. A personal example of mine is about how my younger cousin, who has been working as a teacher for 2 years, still hasn't been able to move out because of how expensive it is to live in Los Angeles. With all the work that comes with being a teacher and the salary that doesn't match the amount of work one has to do, it's easy to see why people don't really see becoming a teacher as much of a dream job. This is pretty apparent once you look at the teacher shortage problem we're facing now in California, where the California School Board Association states that the state needs roughly 100,000 teachers in order to provide high quality education for the state's students. Now that we covered the effects and all the issues that come with it, let's discuss how we can possibly fix it. We need to have the government financially aid teachers more. We can't have our hardworking teachers suffer so hard considering how important their job are and how they teach our future generations. That being said, a good solution would be focusing more tax money into public school funding, which covers teacher salaries. According to the Public Policy Institute of California's website, which was last accessed on February 28th of 2023, only 8% of the federal budget is focused on public school funding, which is significantly lower than military or public jail expenses. Another thing we can do is lower the amount of money teachers have to spend in general so that they have more money to spend on more important things like on their family. We can do this by passing a bill that gives teachers more benefits for them and their families, like free healthcare and dental plans. So today we covered the problem, its effects, and the solution. We learned that teachers are underpaid, and if we don't do anything about it, more than a fifth of teachers will need second jobs in the future. Hopefully, the teachers of tomorrow won't have to face the same issues my cousin has to right now.